What's up, everybody? This is So Mixed Up Podcast, and we back again with another one, episode 53. How you feeling?
Feeling all right. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm Yahshua.
And you already know who this is.
You already know who it is. Yeah, we're back, and we love to be back. We're filming again, so join us here every Monday morning and watch it on YouTube, or you can listen to it on any streaming site, any Apples and your Spotify's and your Googles. You can listen to it on there every Monday morning. So yeah, making sure we get back to the filming. I was called out the other day.
Ooh. By who?
By my man Prophecy. He was live on YouTube and I was commenting. He was just like, he said, yeah, shout out to So Mixed Up. Like one of my favorite content creators, even though, guys don't post anymore. And I was like, the shade. He's like,
sorry, we're coming back. Are we promised?
He's like, yeah, we were watching the podcast and all of that. He said, but you guys have I'm like, yeah, it's been a while. So we making sure to be back. We bike. So yeah, he's been like a long time supporter. He followed us on So Mixed Up, and he went and followed me on Yahshua the Observer. So yeah, he's definitely a supporter. So I'm making sure this is for you, Prophecy.
Also, I'm trying to get used to filming again because our TV's up, and that's where we can see ourselves. And look at that. Ooh. Bang, sponsor us.
I guess in totality, the TV doesn't really have to be on. I don't honestly. I'm so used to doing Yahshua the Observer, so when the computer's on and I'm filming, and I have
personally.
the TV on just because I'm used to watching stuff on the TV, but the TV technically doesn't even have to be on. It's just there for whatever reason.
I like it. I like to see myself, but I also make sure that I look at the camera.
Yeah.
Give y'all eye contact.
The camera's here, TV's there.
Mm-hmm.
So we make sure we look this way. Even though we don't have to use people eye contact. It's not like it's it's a podcast. Ooh, this is really good. You sure you had this?
Yes.
It's delicious. Power Punch Bang.
I got the purple haze. Sponsor us, please. We'll get back. Yeah, I got on our YouTube channel and saw that we lost like 2 subscribers. And I was like, oh, that hurt. That hurt to see like that we're losing subscribers. So I'm like, nah, we need to get back.
I started today, 184.
Yeah.
Remember, we had got up to 190 at one point.
Yes, we did.
So, trickling down. But it's cool because we're about to come at you guys. We wanted to make sure that we recorded a podcast today, even though we didn't record one last week. I wanted to get everything set up, and I'm still in the process of, getting new banners and all of that kind of good stuff. And, just making sure we come back fresh. You know what I mean? But I don't know what just happened there. But I also wanted to make sure that we keep coming at you guys because we had one pod and I don't want to be like another month without another pod. So I want to make sure that we came at you guys because the goal was to come back at you guys this week, even though I'm not all the way ready. But we wanted to make sure that we stick to our guns, stick to our words. So yeah, a lot has happened since just the last podcast.
Yes.
Last weekend we went to a wedding in Columbus. My sister got married.
Mm-hmm.
To her fiance Randon. So that was
that's her husband now.
But yeah, that was fun. It was pretty cool going up to Columbus. What was so funny because I was just it was a meme that I saw like yesterday or today, one of them days, and it was like, man, the ride to from Columbus. I don't know if it said from Cincinnati to Columbus or just to Columbus, whatever it was. It was like such a boring ride. It's just cornfields and then signs telling you that you're going to burn in hell. Like pretty much it. Like that's it. It's so boring. And I was like, I felt like the ride to and back from Columbus felt longer than going to North Carolina last month. Like, and that was a 6-hour ride. And I felt like them 2 hours coming from Columbus or Lancaster, I felt like that was longer than coming back from North Carolina. I was like, these are the longest 2 hours of my life. Like, It was such a boring ride. Like, I'm not saying it's all, a bunch of fun shit going in North Carolina, but I don't know. For some reason, that ride down 71 is always just so boring. Like, even the routes, because it's not just all the way 71. It's like, some routes in there, and then you get on 71, and then the 71 all the way to Cincinnati. But, like, just the whole route is just, it's so boring. So
Very boring.
I honestly felt like that ride it just felt longer than going to North Carolina, and that was a 6-hour ride. So yeah, it sucked. But the actual event was pretty nice. Really enjoyed myself. Had a lot of fun while we was up there. It was an outside wedding, and then we traveled.
I got bit by mosquitoes. I'm suffering now from them, so
And then we traveled elsewhere to the reception, and the reception was really nice little like hall. It was catered. They brought the foods to your table and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. I liked it.
There was one lady that she really hated her life. She just looked like she hated
even though
her
she
life.
looked like it. She had one of those faces and attitudes. But I was told she was actually really nice. But just her look was just like, yeah, get me out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I probably have to take this hat off because my head is low key itching.
Look at him with the fresh haircut. Look at him.
You know,
ooh.
I get a haircut every blue moon. But
ladies tell me it looks nice, so you can keep cutting his hair.
Nah, them hoes don't impress me.
Ooh. He called you guys hoes. Oh.
No, not my loved ones. But yeah, it's funny when I do get my haircut, how everyone has to point out that I got my haircut. Ooh, you got your haircut. Ooh, I like your haircut. Oh, your haircut looks nice. I get it. I look better with a haircut. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it often just because you guys think I look better. I don't care. I do what I do for me and me only. So I don't care if you think I look good with a haircut.
Dang.
People, I'm going to still get my haircut maybe 3 or 4 times a year. Okay. But yeah, it's just funny when I get my haircut, how everyone's like, oh, you got your haircut. Oh, your haircut looks nice. I'm like, I know, but you'll see shaggy me in about another month.
I know. It's funny because they'll come up to me like, your husband cut his hair. I'm like, yeah, I know. And they're like, he looks just so cute. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, y'all only gotta tell me twice. I know.
I'll be back to shaggy dog in a month. Don't worry about it.
Shaggy dog.
Mustache gonna be looking all crazy, and just wait for it. But yeah, so that was our last weekend. Also, my car broke down last weekend. That was fun.
Yeah.
Fun times. But it's running now with asterisks. It's a little bumpy, but I'm gonna take it tomorrow and get it looked at again. But I got it fixed enough to where I can drive it. So that's the good part. As long as I take it to work and back, it's honestly fine. Not honestly fine because it's still running, crazy. It's not even running crazy. It just stalls out for whatever reason. When I come to a stop, like every once in a while, it'll cut off. I don't know what that's about, so I need to get that looked at. But yeah, so that happened. What else happened? Anything happened last week? I feel like it was something else, but I can't think of it. Today we went to go see Venom. Let there be carnage.
Did you tell me you got your 1,000 subscribers?
Did we? I don't know. Was that the week before last or that last week? Well, if you don't know, I did get 1,000 subscribers. Woo! Actually, we have an applause button. What is it, baby? Okay. So yeah. Excuse me. But yeah. But yes, I have reached 1,000 subscribers on So Mixed Up.
He's making that moolah now.
Yeah, I'm getting money now. What's up?
19 cents. What's up?
Shoot, I think in the last week, I think I'm up to like 97 cents now. What's up?
Ooh, almost a whole $1.
Making bank out here.
We mean this with all sarcasm, but we really appreciate it.
I am excited to be to have reached 1,000 subscribers. It's been a long road, especially through all my absences and returns and absences and returns. Like, it's been times where I didn't post for like a month. You know what I mean? So, I do appreciate for the people that stuck with me, the people who watched my videos, and hopefully I got some really cool stuff coming soon. I just got a new intro made that I like a lot. I haven't debuted it yet, just because I wanted to start fresh this week with the debut of the new intro and stuff like that. Went to Fiverr, got an intro made, and just trying to spruce the channel up a little bit. I did buy like some lights and stuff, but I couldn't get them to freaking stay, and it didn't show up well, and so I scratched that whole idea. But now they're in the bedroom looking all cool. So, yeah, so we're definitely gonna get back on So Mixed Up. We already have some videos in the can. We just waiting to release them. I think I might just release them this week, regardless whether or not I'm ready to with a new banner and all of that. Just we need to get shit back popping. We got some vlogs in the can that we need to edit and get up. A trip to Columbus, we vlogged. Trip to North Carolina, we vlogged. No, we did not vlog because we left our camera here because we could not find it before we left because we had just moved in like a day before, and things were all over the place and we couldn't find the camera. But so we did not vlog our trip.
It was in a box inside of another box
on top of. Buried under blankets. It was a lot going on. So yeah, we could not find it on our way out the door. So we didn't.
Not gonna lie though, I had a small panic because I was like, man, like if I can't find this vlog, it's gonna be a lot of money to go get another one.
Yeah, I knew the camera was there because I felt like I had saw it the day before. Cause I put something up. What did I? Oh yeah, I connected the cable and all of that, and like I knew I had saw that camera in this house, but the day of, we could not find that camera for nothing. We found it when we got back. But we filmed fireworks for Labor Day. Now I'm just dating our videos now because that was like a month ago. Yeah. But we
still got like a party. What I'm gonna do is like all those, except for the wedding vlog. That's kind of recent, so I might actually make that actual vlog. But the other ones I'm gonna do like just like pick it of like what's been going on with her life the past 3 months, 4 months maybe.
Pretty much.
And then then start fresh from there.
And like a super cut vlog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then start fresh from now. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. Car, wedding, 1,000 subscribers, getting our lives together. Yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on lately. Coming up, this weekend we're gonna go see this weekend I guess because it'll come out Monday. We're gonna go see Tony Baker, a comic that me and her really enjoy. So we're gonna go see him this weekend. And then the weekend after that, we're having a birthday party for my dad who's turning 70. So it's like a big little shindig we're having.
Do I gotta dress up for that?
Yeah. Not up, but like nice clothes. not jeans and chucks.
Dang. That's my go-to outfit. Jeans and chucks.
No jeans and chucks. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I don't know. I'm excited about that. He's excited about it as well. He showed me his suit yesterday. He's all excited about it.
Is your mom and him matching? Because they said they were gonna match.
They are gonna match. Because at first he said he had a shirt that he wanted. He showed me the shirt and I liked it, but he was like, "But I'm not wearing it." He's like, "Because your mother says she wants to match with me, and she's getting a blue shirt or something, so he's gonna have to find some kind of blue shirt to match her, or something like." Oh, she's wearing a blue dress. I mean, and so now he's gonna go try to find himself a blue shirt. But yeah, he seems really excited about it. So I'm gonna have all his kids together for the first time ever in his life. So
all of them coming? Even though it's in New York?
Yep.
Dang.
Leah, Sheba, Naya, Noah lives here, me, Lydia. So all of his kids would be in one spot for the first time ever in life.
Wow.
So that'll be interesting. That should be fun. He'll enjoy that. Yeah, because we've never all been together before. So that'll be cool. What else? Well, that's it. That pretty much rounds up this month, even though I just said like this weekend and next weekend, but we don't have anything else planned. I mean, Halloween's coming up, so that's exciting for me because I love Halloween.
We might be going to Sarah's grandma's house.
Like last year?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I enjoyed being out there. That was cool.
Because they have good candy over there, so the kids got like a lot of candy. And Hazel is very excited to go with you trick or treating.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
We went last year out there, so
I just hope it's not cold.
Last year was all right.
Yeah, last
year
year
before was flipping miserable.
Mm-hmm. And then 2018 was miserable too because it was like windy.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the one I'm talking about. Was that? I think that was 19.
Was it 19?
It's 18. I didn't go trick or treat with you guys. That's when we first kind of got together.
Yeah. You're right.
But
you're
yeah,
right.
19 we went trick or treating with you guys, and then last year. So so 19 was like super windy, super cold. It was nasty out. Last year was all right. Like it was a little nippy, but I mean, you don't expect it to be 80 degrees on October 31st. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's cool to be a little chilly, upper 40s, low 50s. Like you kind of respect that. But hopefully it's just not super cold and hopefully it's not raining. Other than that, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of rounds out the month. We're kind of closing in on the end of the year quickly. I mean, it's already today's October 3rd or 4th or something.
Somebody's turning 30.
I do turn 30 in 3 months. I am so old. So yeah, I'm just really focused on getting my life together before 30. Like that's a goal of mine.
We did talk about this in the car. So
yeah, so that's like a goal of mine to get my life together. Not saying my life is falling apart and in disarray, but I'm just saying like
it can use some work, like
as far
for both
as my
of us.
Health and making sure I stay active on our channels and really get to work. Like I consider that, I don't consider it work. It's a passion, but it's work. You know what I mean? Like you have to be serious about it at the same time. Like right now I have 1,000 subscribers. I have a Patreon and stuff like that. So I want people to join the Patreon. I want people to join our channels. I want people to listen to our podcast. I want people to buy stuff off our Etsy store. And in order to do these things, I need to be active in all of these areas. I can't be like going weeks without paying attention to any of it. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause then I'm not going to, accomplish the goals that I want to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, I need to focus down. Focus down. I don't know what the hell that means, but
focus down.
I need to focus down.
Wink, wink. Just kidding.
So yeah, we're gonna try to get my life together before 30. That's the goal. Try to get my health together. Really, really push home the fact of losing this weight and just being on track. I'm not trying to say I'm going to be 180 pounds by January 7th. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm realistic about it, but be on that, on the
path of going down.
Be on that path. Be on the right, be on track. You know what I mean? Like, doing good things. Like, I'm losing weight. I'm active in all my shit. I got, you know, we're making a lot of sales on Etsy. You know, just be progress. The progress by January 7th is what I am focused on. Right now is what I need to work on, what my goal needs to be. So I've already kind of pushed overtime, not to the side, but I get it when I want it, but like, or if they ask me to come in, you know, I might do that. But as far as like picking up and trying to really be at the overtime, I need to focus on this stuff first. So I need to record videos ahead of time, which I'm always saying I'm going to record videos ahead of time and blah, 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 and then I never do. And then I end up trying to record and edit and post on the same day, and that's just stressful to do that. So I need to really focus on recording and editing ahead of time, having them up way ahead of time, and then I could just make them go live. So that way, you know, I could probably go a whole week without recording. I just record on the weekend, you know, stuff like that. Saving money. I want to start stacking money because 10 bands by next September is my goal, so we can get a house and, you know, get our lives on track and get shit popping. That's the goal. So, you know, I keep you guys updated on that every week, you know, on my accomplishments of the week. And speaking of, what are you thankful for this week?
Oh, we're going to put it on the air?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it for the air now.
Okay.
Make it for the pod. Everything is content. Not everything. Not everything.
No. What am I? Come back to me. I wasn't expecting that one to come back up, so.
I put him on the spot, yo.
You did.
Me thankful today. Yeah, speaking like a baby. Me thankful now. I would say, I don't know, my positive attitude, which I keep for the most part, you know, because even when I was talking, I don't know if I told you when I was talking to the AAA lady that one time. Cause okay, so here's some stories, guys.
Some story time.
So my car broke down. I won't even say it broke down. I've been needing my brakes changed, but there was a lug nut that was stuck, so we couldn't get the wheel off to change the brakes. And I was supposed to be going to go get the lug nut cut off, and then I procrastinated and was working and whatever, and didn't get it done on time. And then the day that I was going to go do it, my car started stalling on me and cutting off, and that was a whole separate issue outside of my brakes. I'm like, what the fuck? So that started happening, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna just go home. But then I had to make one more run, so I left the house again, made a run, and then my wheels locked up on me, which had everything to do with the brakes, and, you know, made my, you know, traction out of control, and my ABS signal was on, and my wheels locked up on me. So, stuck there, had to call off work last Friday, and I never call off work. That's the first time I called off in like well over a year. So, had to call off work because I didn't know what I was going to do with my car. I didn't want to leave my car where it was because it wasn't really, you know, it was at a bank, and I don't know, you know, how I was going to go for the next day. I'd rather get my car towed than have someone tow it. Then it's going to a tow lot, and then I got to pay some extra money to get whatever. So I called AAA. They took 8 hours to come get me, and
wasn't it more like 10? Because it was
about 8. I called them at like 5 o'clock, and they came about 12:40 in the morning. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, about 7 and some change. About 7 hours, 40 minutes. So they towed it to a place. And so then the next day, I had to get up early, go talk to them. I had to go talk to them to tell them, like, hey, that's my car, blah, 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 blah. So they said, all right, we'll call you when it's ready, or we'll call you to tell you what's wrong with it, blah, 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 blah. So we went to Columbus, went to the wedding, came back. So Monday, they called me. I called them back, and they told me what was wrong, calipers, rotors, brakes, whatever. They wanted $800 or something. I was like, I don't have that much. I'm not giving you $800. So I just get my car towed back to me. You know what I mean? I get it towed to my parents' house specifically. So call AAA back to get it towed to my parents' house. And according to them, they can't tow twice for the same breakdown. So the place that I towed it to was Bob's Home Tire, which is partnership with AAA. So they assume once you tow it there, you'll either get it fixed, because if it can be fixed, they expect you to get it fixed. So knowing that they towed it to Bob's Home, they was like, well, what was wrong with it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, this was the issue, and I just don't have the money to pay for that. It's like, oh, we can't, tow it on the same tow, so we'll come get you, but you'll have to pay for the tow. I'm like, of course. But like, what other choice do I have? So I said, okay, fine, whatever. Then later on in the conversation, I'm like, well, since I have to pay for this tow, will this tow come off one of my services for the year? You get what, 4 a year or something? She's like, yeah, it will, unfortunately. I'm like, so I have to pay for the tow, but you're going to still use one of my tows. I'm like, all right, whatever. Do what you got to do. Now, it was going to take 10 hours this time to come and get me. Why? Why is it taking 10 hours to tow? Now, I still got to go to work, so then I had to call another tow company. They got me right away, but I had to pay $140 for the tow. So it was funny because I was talking to the woman, AAA on the man. I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell what it was. So the person at AAA I was talking to, and they was just like, well, I thank you for having patience, because most people wouldn't. They would have been pretty upset. I'm just like, I try not to spaz out. I have every right to curse you people out at this point, because first of all, 2 days ago, you took 8 hours to fucking come tow me in the first place. Now you're going to charge me for this tow because you can't tow twice on the same breakdown. And you're going to use one of my service calls for this tow, even though you're charging me. What sense does any of this make? So I'm like, yeah, I have every right to curse you people out at this point, because you're everybody's a crook in this world, basically. So it's like everybody would just want some money. So it's like, you're going to charge me for this tow, all of that. So I'm just like, you know what? I try to be calm, because I'm like, it's all BS. You know what I mean? But I try not to let shit get to me, not freak out, not stress about shit. Just be like, all right, whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, what can I do about it? Stressing about it and bitching about it, freaking out, all of that, it's not going to change what's going on. So all I got to do is, all I can do is just move forward, keep it moving, and, come up with the next plan, come up with the next thing that I'm going to do. Because, I can't, me personally, I'm just like, I can't sit around and fret about it, because, hey, I still got to get this shit done. You know what I mean? I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my car. I got to figure out where I'm going to take it to, how I'm going to get this fixed, you know what I mean? So I got to just keep it going. So I say that's what I'm thankful for, or, yeah, for this week. Just like, keeping my cool, getting everything done. I had to buy all the parts. Had my friend fix my car, which was no problem, but I had to buy all the parts. That was another $175 plus the $140 for the tow and all of this craps and that, and then the Ubers, and I'm just spending all kind of freaking money. But it's like, shit happens. What I'm gonna do about it? So I still got to get it done regardless. So, I just be thankful for, I don't know, I guess my attitude, I guess, you know what I mean? Because I could just be like pissed off. I was still pissed off, but I was like, what I'm gonna do? You know what I mean? I got to keep it pushing, keep it moving, and figure this shit out, So that's what I'm thankful for the day, or thankful for the week.
Yeah. Good one, babe. Good one. That's a good one.
You think about yours while I was telling that story?
Yeah. Shoot. Everything just
said, shoot.
I guess for me, I think I'm thankful for being there for you and my mom this week. 'Cause you did. I let him use my car because he was like, I didn't want him to spend money on getting an Uber when he got home. So I was like, well, I think when it happened on Monday, I came home right away. They asked me if I can stay overtime. I told them I couldn't because I got to let my husband use my car. And then was it Tuesday, I think? Tuesday, you were supposed to get, or was it Monday or Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday.
Yeah, Monday I drove your car to work.
Yeah. And then Tuesday, your mom dropped you off. And then I told him, well, just drop me off because I had picked up that day. And so just drop me off home and then you can have the car and come home. And then my mom had car issues too. Her car just kind of I think it's the transmission. So I think it just kind of started shaking, and she took it to a one of those car shops, and he claimed that he was able to help her fix it. So she spent pretty much $450 for nothing. And I think I didn't text her today, but still haven't heard. He still hasn't fixed the car. So luckily for that help, I kind of helped my mom the last 2 days, just kind of help her look for cars, and I was there for her, took her to the hospital and all that stuff. So that's what I think this week I was grateful for, just being able to help out.
For good reasons. Kind of mention your mom was okay. It wasn't a hospital.
Bad
Hospital.
Sorry, yes.
Took my mom to the hospital and he just moved on. I'm just like, but it wasn't a bad hospital trip. It was cool. It was a good thing.
It was a
good thing, but like
she was going to the hospital because, I guess for her age and she was a former smoker. They wanted to check her lungs and make sure she didn't have any cancer or whatever. So
kick the bucket totally.
Huh?
She kicked the bucket totally.
Oh yeah, my mom only. If she is very, very high stress, she will smoke. Especially if she goes to the casino, especially the ones in Indiana, she will. But not normally. She doesn't. She kind of stopped. She used to beat Isaac and I up when we would hire cigarettes because we'd be like, we don't want you to smoke in, and she'd be like, give me my cigarettes. Yeah, because my mom used to when she was younger, she was a smoker and a drinker. She was party hard all day. But yeah, she kind of just started having health issues, and then she just kind of stopped smoking, and she was was really surprising that her lungs weren't messed up because she was also a runner before she got knee surgeries and stuff like that. So she was always running, and mom used to run some distance, 13 something miles every other day. So yeah, so she had, they were just trying to do a precaution and see what's going on because of her age, and everything's turned out, everything's normal, so nothing crazy. So that happened, and I spent the last 3 days just helping her trying to find cars, and then the last day my brother she got a car, so she got a oh shoot.
My bad. I was waiting for you to say she got a car so I hit the button.
Yeah.
Then I fucked up, hit the wrong button.
Yeah, she got a car. She got a 2020 Subaru. It's a very, very fancy car for her. It's a push start and all that stuff. She got she got a sunroof and all that stuff. So she was nervous because she didn't want to do a payment for it. So she's spending $500 a month for the car. Go ahead.
Damn.
Yeah.
I ain't have a button for damn.
But she has all the insurance with the car. So something happens to the car, she can go.
That's my thing, because it's when you get new cars, it's them payments. Shit, I pay $283 a month. I can't, 500 is crazy.
That's what she didn't want to do, but
yeah, because she was still used to owning that car, or you owned it, but
yeah, So she didn't want car, but either way, she went to the bank, and the bank, gave her $25,000 for her to get a new car, and she would just owe the bank. And
that's what my mother did.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was with you when she had the old silver one before she got the blue one. I don't remember.
No.
But that car used to break down so much. But she had it for so long, and she finally owned it, and she just did not want to go back to having a car note.
Yeah.
But it became a point where the car, I can say it was so old, but it was probably it might have been a 02. It was old. So, and she got this car maybe right before I met you then, because if she didn't get it after I met you, then maybe it was before. But yeah, she went so long paying on a car note that she just did not want to go back to having a car note. But at a certain point, it became she was putting so much money having to fix shit that kept going wrong. It's just fuck it, I might as well just get a new car. So she finally broke down and got a new one and got a car note. Or she went to the bank, got a loan, and whatever.
That's what she did. And then she was just because when you go to the bank, at least the one in PNC, there's restrictions. It can't be any car that's older than 8 years. It only has to have less than 80,000 miles on it, all that stuff.
That is strict.
Yeah, it's strict, which is why she was very high tense. We walked around the whole car lot multiple times. Every single car, in Kings Auto Mall is literally a whole mall of just all different types of car companies, and you just walk around. That's what we did for 2 days, or actually 3 days. And then yesterday she went with my brother, and then they kind of went to Subaru, the one out in Fairfield, and she got a car. But she's okay with that payment because she's technically she doesn't have rent to pay. She's living with my brother, and she helps with my sister-in-law and stuff like that. So she doesn't really have rent to pay. So that money that she would normally pay for the rent,
that makes sense.
It just goes to,
I know your mom should probably put extra money on it. She probably had that car paid off in no time.
Oh yeah, it's for 7 years that she used to pay. But no, my mom
probably had that shit paid off in 3 or 4.
Yeah, no, my mom, she'll get once she's done paying, she can get loans from her job, and it's from her thrift thrift.
All right, guys, we're back. Something went crazy. I don't know. My system encountered an error and stopped recording. So
I don't know. So if you just go to our YouTube channel, you can watch all of us talk about it. We don't know where it cut off.
It might get a little crazy on the audio version, but we're back. But so we don't know when it cut off. But
anyways, what I was saying, my mom got a car, and
her mom got a car, and she's thankful for being there for me and her through our car troubles this week. So yeah, that was weird. So I think we're like 35 minutes in total. So like I said, I don't know when the audio cut off. So let's keep my screen clear now. I know, so I can see what's happening. Because I don't know when that cut off. I happened to look. I saw some words on the screen. I'm looking like it said, "Road has encountered an error and it has stopped recording." I'm like, oh great, that's what I want to see. That's the first time that's ever happened. That's weird.
What doesn't go wrong with us? But maybe it's the
so mixed up.
I know. Maybe it's the chip. Maybe we need to clear it out because
it's good. It says there's 12 hours left on this chip. I think it's pretty clear, but I'll clear it when I'm done recording this. I'll once I upload it, I'll clear the chip out. But either way, whatever. So, what are your goals for the rest of the year? I guess I kind of set mine. So, do you have any goals for the remainder of the year?
One, I kind of want to get, my diabetes in check. I kind of, we're on the fence of trying to start a family. So, I wouldn't say that we ain't on the fence, but, like, there's stuff that has to happen first before we can, I have to get a period. I think I talked last time. I haven't gotten a period in a while.
But you got your medicine.
I do have
finally. So, I didn't even hear that. My shit's just going haywire. I think my thumb hit it on the way back. Yeah. But so you got your medicine. You're gonna start taking it tomorrow. You said?
Yes, I'm start taking it tomorrow. I kind of like was waiting off to push because I got it like Thursday. So it got delivered, or Thursday or Friday got delivered. But I kind of wanted to wait a little bit just because I've been feeling like cramps and like period symptoms. Like my boobs kind of feel a little tender. So I just kind of was like, oh, maybe it's naturally starting to start, but I still haven't had it. So I do have the medicine that I'm going to start taking tomorrow. And then hopefully like me eating right and trying to, eating right, I don't want to like cut things off completely because every time I do that, I tend to not stick to it. And then I crash and then I get frustrated because then I gain weight again. So what I'm trying to do is just be more mindful of what I put in my body and like, yes, I can have treats, but like make sure that there's just like portion and like very like minimum, like not every single day I want to have like, sorry, like you said, like a candy bar or like stuff like that or chips. Just, I have the burps and, just try to be more mindful of what I'm putting in my body and like try to eat clean as can be. I am doing intermittent fasting now. Now that I'm not on a pump, I feel a little bit more comfortable doing, because the things we talked about last time, I feel more comfortable doing that because I can like just put insulin in my body and not. I
gotta get back to that. Yeah. So, I feel like I said that last time too, but I made it this time. Getting back on my intermittent.
Yeah. Just I think your changes you saw because you weighed yourself and you were like not happy.
Shit was gross.
Yeah. I weighed myself and I thought I gained weight because I was like I felt a little heavy, but then I looked on the scale and the scale said I lost 1.5 pounds.
Losing weight every time you step on that scale.
Yeah. So
that's what's up.
Honestly, I think it's because I'm not really eating much. I've been stressed out for the past.
Hold on. Put your hand back up. I'm gonna take my fucking high five back.
Honestly, I think I've been kind of stressed with work related stuff, and I talked to the husband about stuff, and he just kind of tells me like I need to just
fuck them hoes. Oh, I'm sorry.
He just basically just like fuck the job. His job is there to pay our bills and provide food on our table,
not to stress us out.
And which is I'm starting to kind of relearn myself again and see what I do and don't like between our relationship with others, and trying to be more outspoken and just tell them like, hey, I don't like this, or hey, I like this, just regardless of what's going on. I'm trying to relearn myself because I think I definitely have changed in the last 3 years that we've been together. I've changed a lot. I've changed my ways a lot too. So it's just like a lot of relearning myself and trying to put myself like forward. And I'm always the one that's kind of in the back. Like I'll just stay in the back and stay quiet and, hide behind other people. And that kind of has to end because I feel like I am not living my life. I'm living life of other people, and I let other people's opinion affect me a lot. Like I said, I've been through a lot in my past life, abuse and all that stuff like that. So I tried to kind of keep that to the side, but then it kind of comes up, and when I get triggered and just stuff, starts to happen, and then I get very depressed and my anxiety's there. And so it just a lot of mixture of things. And I've kind of just had enough of it. I'm kind of, like I told him over text, I said, hey, like, I would really see each other for like 2 days. So I was like, I just been feeling all these emotions. And I was like, you know what? Like, I got to stop killing myself. Like, I'm basically killing myself because I'm not taking care of myself the way I should be taking care of myself. I'm not working out. And I'm not putting all these words that I'm saying, I'm not putting action to them. So I kind of told him, like, you know what? I need to start putting action. Like, I need to leave that work to work. I need to stop being afraid of people's like comments. Like, people can say stuff about me, that's fine, like say what you want, but you're not living my life. And I get so afraid of trying to fit in or try to be that person for somebody, and at the end of the day, like, they're not there for me. So it's like, why am I caring so much about other people? So the only person that I should really care about is, my family. Even, sometimes families say stuff and you're just like, all right, like, you're not living my life. But I feel like the only person that I should really take advice or like really care about is myself and him, because he's my husband. Like, we live together, and we're gonna grow old together. We're gonna start a family together. So like, I feel like for me is that I need to start focusing more on what I feel like, what I want, and then tell him like, hey babe, this is what's going on, this is how I want to roll. And hopefully he is very supportive. No matter what, he's very, very supportive, and he's always if you didn't know, I didn't mention, but I just told my family that I am going back to the call center. I don't know, did we talk about it in the pod? I can't remember.
I think so. I mean, you mentioned about the drama at work and all of that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you explicitly said then. I don't know if you made a decision on the last pod or not, but yeah.
Yeah.
You talked about the whole.
Yeah. So the drama still continues there, and for me, I was talking to my husband and I told him, hey, like, babe, was like, this is how I feel. Yes, it's going to suck going back to part-time, but right now they're so desperate. They need people to close at night, and they're willing to work me because Kathy said, I'm willing to work you until you tell me you don't want to work anymore. Like, I'll give you all these hours and stuff like that. So I feel like for me, I prayed about it for like 3 weeks. I've been praying every single day. I pray like, thank you for waking me up. Thank you for allowing me to get to work and be on time and all that stuff. I was like, look, if this is the right move to go, just let me feel it. And I felt it that day. Like, the day I told him, I told my manager, Tuesday or Wednesday, I told him, I was like, hey, like, I am reapplying to go back to the call center. And I told him I tried working with them, and I just can't. Like, I really tried, but I just can't anymore. Like, my body's just, it's hurting. Like, I'm physically hurting, my mental's hurting, like, my emotionals are hurting. Like, I just can't do it anymore. And so he seemed a little sad that I was leaving, but he also like agreed, like he saw me that I was trying, and he knew that I was trying. So I am going back to the call center. Also just because for me, I need some me time. I feel like I've just been throwing myself out in work the whole time and like not really taking care of myself, which is why I think I've been kind of having all these like roller coaster emotions. Like, one day I'll be fine, the next day I feel like crap, and then the next day I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm empowered, I feel confident, and the next day I'm just like back to garbage. Like yesterday, like I think I texted you, what was it, Friday night, texted him this like long text message just how I felt, and he was like, yeah, so that's what I want to hear. And then yesterday I was like crumbling. He was like, you just told me yesterday you were, I was like, I know, but that's just my anxiety and my depression. Is just, I'm on this like roller coaster of like, I'm high one time, like I feel great, I feel confident, and then I'm back down hitting low bottom. And for me, I think I have to take myself out of the equation and allow myself to be happy. And that's something that's super duper hard for me to like accept, is that I'm allowed to be happy. I'm allowed to be feel confident and feel sexy in my body right now, even though I don't feel sexy. But like just those things, like little moments where I feel very confident, I should be allowed to feel that and not feel like a disgrace or a disappointment or I'm not fulfilling your needs when you're not important to me like other people. So, yeah, that's the so that's just the rest of the year is just really just doing a lot more self-love. I started off the year doing really good with it and then kind of hit all these emotions and roller coasters and wasn't really happy. So I'm trying to end the year off with having more confidence in myself and just not giving up on myself. I feel like I've been giving up on myself a lot the past like 4 weeks. I want to say like maybe a month and a half now. I just been giving up on myself, and I think that kind of hurts our relationship because he's trying to be positive and try to have, babe, let's do this, let's have this, all this, and I'm just like, and I'm here, like he's here, and I'm like right here, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm bringing him down, and that's something that I don't ever want in our relationship. Is like I want both of us to be on the same page and we both grow, and not have one of us at the bottom. Like so, if I'm at the bottom, I want him to be like, all right, he's gonna pull me up, and if he's at the bottom, I want to be able to pull him up so that we both are on the same page and same level. So, yeah, that's just something I really want to work on the rest of this year. Is just taking care of myself and putting myself first and putting my needs first instead of keeping myself at the bottom. And I'm not saying that like it sounds like harsh, but at the same time, it's like you can't give love or give all this energy if you're pouring from an empty cup. So if my cup is empty, where is all these stuff coming from? So yeah, that's a little TED talk for the day.
TED talk.
So yeah, that's basically that's it that I have going on. Just he's witnessed a lot of my emotional wreckness or just bad side of stuff.
Let's not gloss over the fact you just said emotional wreckness.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Exactly, that's exactly what I meant. See, I have every word I say is what I mean. I can't talk.
Every word I say is what I mean.
Yeah.
Talking like a slave. All these words I says, I means.
But yeah, I do want to say I thank you for dealing with me for the past 3 years. Yes, you babe. Thank you for pulling up with all my shenanigans.
Let me stop for
I know
Goku falls on your head. That should have killed you.
It is moving.
Yes, it always moves. It's fine.
Okay.
Well, things have only fell once. I've been in here.
So yeah, I want to say thank you for being there for me and dealing with all my cryiness and every other day or every other moment I'm like having breakdowns and you're still there just being like, all right, and suck it up, moving on. So, and also my mom too, my mom and my sister-in-law having those talks, and I appreciate them, and my best friend Edith, who we really haven't hung out as much, but she's happy in her relationship, so I am giving her space and time because I feel like that's what we did when I got in a relationship.
We saw a couple times like a week ago.
Yeah, or 2 weeks ago.
Oh, we went to the soccer game. I don't know if we talked about that.
I didn't. We went to the soccer game.
I meant to ask you. I mean, outside of the game, which was a fucking blowout, which was ridiculous. But how was the stadium? Was it nice?
The stadium is very nice.
We have a new soccer stadium here for those who might not know. FC Cincinnati. They were like a pro team now after being like, what was it, semi-pro or whatever for a few years. And they built a big old new stadium downtown, and it was nice.
It's very nice.
Like big as shit. Was it big? It looked tall, like tall wise. It looked like you guys were way up in the air.
I mean, we were way up in the air because that's the ticket that she purchased. Mind you, she's scared of heights and she can't really walk upstairs. So
that's how the first bingo game that I went to, I felt like we were so high. Even when we went to the Reds game that one time, I wasn't really feeling those tickets. That was the ones Nate gave us, and we were super high up. I was not really feeling that. I was like, I didn't want to move. I was watching the game like this, just like I feel like if I I feel like I'm gonna just fall forward and die. I'm
That's
just like,
literally how we were. Yeah,
I didn't want to move. I'm not a heights person.
It doesn't. The seats weren't bad, like because you can see everybody. It was nice. But I don't think the stadium is like that huge. I feel like I've been like I feel like the Bengal Stadium might be huge. The Red Stadium might be even like bigger. But it was big. It was really nice.
They had like concessions and shit like that, or
they did.
Okay.
But everything's like arm and a leg there.
Course,
So yeah, it was nice. We were very up top, which was kind of weird because the lady that was next to us, she was very like hyped. Every time they scored, she was dancing. And I was like, yo, like I ain't about to dance because like you fall forward, you fall forward. So like I did scream, and when I was screaming like really loud, because you get the fans are up and hyped up. I I think I pulled something in my vocal cords because for like a whole week and a half, like I was just like talking terrible. Like my voice was like going in and out, like I was catching a cold or something. I was like, nah, I just really screamed at a soccer game, and my voice was like was bad. But I felt like I pulled something, or I felt something like pop my vocal cords, and I was like, oh, this does not seem right. It was funny because my Edith, who was my best friend, she is a speech pathologist, and she was like, these are not good for your vocal cords, don't be screaming. And then she'd be like, what? She was like, I know, I'm a speech pathologist, like I should not be screaming. I'm like, but you're screaming, so just scream with us.
Just like little.
Yeah, her like her energy was like she was there and like present, and she wanted to scream, but then like when she tried, she's just like, my energy is done now. So it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, they played Paraguay, and they lost like terrible. Like
Paraguay lost.
Yes, the women's they stomped. It was 8-0. It was bad.
Like I was watching her snaps, and it was just like every 2 minutes they were scoring another run. I mean another goal, and I was just like, God damn. First I was like, oh, okay, goal. I'm thinking like it was later in the game. I think you could see like the time limit. It was just like 3 minutes in, 5 minutes in, 8 minutes in, 12 minutes in. I'm like, God damn, they just score like every 2 minutes. Like, why was Paraguay? Why were they even there at that point? I was like, what the hell? They were getting stomped.
But even one was almost a their own goal, because the goalie like either she dropped it or she didn't catch it properly, and so it went to the back. And if it had that ball crossed that line, it would have been a goal. But our own self-inflicted goal, because she did something where she should have like caught it and she didn't, and it was just like she kind of let it roll, so she jumped back and like pulled it in. It was they had to replay it, and I was like, "Wow, they're gonna be like VRE." She's like, "No, they're not gonna do that." I'm like, "Yeah, they should do that so they can see the cameras." But I think one of the soccer players, her name is Rose, and she's from Cincinnati, so like,
oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so she played the first half, and then a little bit after the first half. And of course, because she's from Cincinnati, so she thinks she was the first one to score a goal, and the whole crowd's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It was like it was loud. And it was weird because like you see them on TV, right? And then like it's different when you actually there and you can like see them in person. Like it's a different feeling. Like you're like, I see you guys on TV, like, and it's weird because you can just like you can go see when they play in the United States, you can see them, but like when they play you're like, are you guys even real? And then you like see them, and you're like, they're real people. Like I know who these are. Carly Lord, which is one of Edith's favorite players, she's retiring, so then like she came out and everyone's like painting her like, oh, she's gonna play, and then of course she came out and like Edith freaked out. She's like, oh my gosh, she's gonna play. And so it was cool. It was definitely packed. Definitely there was. So like this is our seats, and like there was a little like it was like a building, but it was like a rooftop of a building. You had like Secret Service on there, and like they literally had like cameras and like well, not goggles, but what's the other one?
Binoculars. Yeah,
there we go, binoculars, and they were like looking at every single body in the audience, and like you can hear them talking like, oh, look at this way, and then you see the camera like go this way, and you see something like I was like, dang, like they're listening to each other like. And then at one point was kind of weird. I went to use the restroom. It was like the 85th minute, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use the restroom, and Edith's like, yeah, I'll walk down the stairs and then we can just leave, so we're not leaving with all the crowd. And so I go downstairs, use the restroom, and then I go back, like I was gonna walk up because Edith was still up on the chairs, And I see this cop is like comes on her. He's like, all right, like we're. She's like, say something. She's like, all right, what location? I'm like, oh shoot, like what's about to happen? Like it was like that intense. And so she was like, she like walked up, went this way. And like I was like, oh snap, something's happening.
Someone's getting got.
Someone's getting got. But nothing ever happened because then she walked down and like just disappeared. So I don't know what the issue was, but yeah. So as soon as like this is what's funny. So she lives 5 minutes away from the stadium. Like if you're driving, walking wise is like 15, 18 minutes. So I met her at her house. She like lives like downtown, and I met her at her house, and she was like, "Oh, like, do you just want to walk or you want to drive?" I was like, "Well, let's just drive." I was like, and I'm not too familiar with the spot, and I didn't really want to walk. And I said, but then of course we tried to find a parking spot closer to the stadium. They didn't have any, so we ended up going back to her house, parking her car, and then we ended up just walking with the crowd. So we like walked there. My mom texted me. She's like, all right, make sure you guys get home safe and don't be like blondies and not paying attention to what's going on. I was like, all right. I didn't tell my mom that we were walking back at night. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, God. Like, she is in her phone, like, texting and that. I'm like, girl, pay attention. Like, we got people. Like, when we first got there, it was, like, fine because it was still daylight. And we're like, all right, we're going to walk with the crowd. And then, like, coming home, I'm like, the crowd kind of, like, disappeared a little bit. And we're like, all right. So we're following our GPS. And the GPS is like, oh, make a left. And I was like, yeah, I'm not making a left. That's dark down that alley. I'm like, I am not making a left. We're going to keep going this way. And I'm telling her, I'm like, do you remember these, like, the spot? And she's like, no, like, we didn't pass. I'm like, yeah, we passed this spot. Remember? And then we did this. And she's like, oh, yeah, now I remember. She was very, like, she forgot where she was. I'm like, girl, like, you remember the spot? We passed this one. Then we passed this bar. And she's like, oh, yeah, now I remember. I'm like, we're going to die. We're going to die. But we didn't. We made it safely back to her place. And I texted and I was like, hey, I made it to the car. I'm going home. I'll let you know when I get home. So, yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun. I definitely recommend whenever the women's national teams are in your area, go check them out. I think it's just, you need to experience it one time and just see how the crowd is, and just, even if you don't know what soccer is, just go and see what the crowd is. Because a lot of people, I feel like, don't really know what soccer is, and they just go for the drinks and screaming, and that's pretty much it.
Pretty much.
I feel like they do that in any sport, like baseball, football. Like, some people don't even know what that is, but they just go there for the beers and screaming and eating food. So, yeah, that's all.
You all know what time it is.
Oh, wait, actually, I forgot. I'll tell you one thing. So I asked my mom, because she was talking about gas prices. Okay. And it's brought up. So I told my mom, okay, if you can fill up your car with your favorite spice, what would it be?
Favorite spice?
Like your spice that you would use, like your favorite spice. If you can fill up your car with that spice, what would it be?
Probably Cajun seasoning. I put that shit in everything.
You know what? I thought you were gonna say sea salt. Not sea salt, with the seasoning.
Lowry's. I was thinking Lowry's. I almost said Lowry's, and I was like, I think maybe Cajun seasoning. I think I would use more Cajun, because Cajun seasoning I can kind of put in almost any dish, and Lowry's kind of would taste weird in some things.
Yeah.
But I think Cajun seasoning I pretty much put on everything. What about you?
See, like, the time my mom was telling me, I was like, pumpkin spice. And then I thought about it. I was like, man, I would have to buy a whole bunch of pumpkin spice because it only comes out, like,
once a year.
Once a year. So I'd be like, I had to, like, stock up on that. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with pumpkin spice. Like, I think if you can fill up your car, but it would only be, like, a little bit. Like, a little bit. But leave a comment down below. If you can fill up your car with one of your favorite spices, what would it be? Leave some comments down below so we can, like, talk to you guys about that.
Yeah, I would definitely Cajun seasoning for sure.
Or garlic salt.
I put garlic salt on.
I do. Shit. I use garlic salt on a lot of stuff. So
I do. I like garlic.
The Lowry's.
Lowry's.
All right, y'all. If y'all didn't know, what this part of the segment is. This is our relationship segment.
And we like to pick cards from the Skin Deep Couples Edition.
Yeah.
We like to pick cards from there and answer them.
Or do that, or if we have something enough, we might do both. We might pick up a card, and then if something pops up that we might talk about relationship-wise throughout the week, whatever it is. But this is the relationship part because we are a relationship couple, and this is our relationship podcast about our damn life. Not aggressive. All right. You pick.
What hinders our love from growing?
Ooh. That's a good one because we were just well, I think I already said mine. Mine is letting the past affect me and not letting things go and letting just things kind of affect me, which I think when it affects me, I feel like it affects our relationship just because I get stuck in that moment and you're like, it's not that important. Like, let's look let's look forward into our future. And I'm like, no, this is what's happening. And they said this about me. And you're like, that's not important. Like, let it go. And I kind of stick on that part. I feel like that what kind of hinders our love from growing sometimes.
Agreed.
What's yours?
Maybe be more emotional. I don't know. But not like in a let shit fester type of way, but maybe, I don't know.
I would agree. I think one time, and it was recently that happened.
It was like 5 months ago.
No, it wasn't.
It was like June.
No, it was like July-ish. No, maybe August.
It was June. What are you gonna say?
When you cried. I think it was.
That was June. It was before we went to the lake.
I thought it was after the lake.
Before.
Oh. Okay, yeah, June. And that's the only time I've ever seen him like actually cry. And it hurt, but I also it's weird. Like I also
it hurt me, but do it more.
Yeah, I did. Like I just because I feel like he does get bothered by stuff, and I think I'm very sensitive, and I cry, and I'm hurting and stuff like that, and I just kind of like just in a way like I do express myself, but I also don't at the same time because I just let stuff like I kind of like bury it and just let stuff bother me and just kind of put it in my little tube, and I don't really say stuff, and then he'd be like, I know you're feeling something, like, why aren't you telling me to speak up, whatever. And I'm like, no, it's fine, whatever. I just kind of push it off. And then there's other times where I just kind of just start crying. He'd be like, alrighty, like, why don't you just tell me that this was how going on? Where with him, it's just like, he does get upset, or something happens, he gets upset, and then, like, he'll forget, and then, like, 3 minutes, like, probably an hour later, he'll just go, oh, yeah, this happened. I'm like, why didn't you tell me? Then he's just be like, well, I'm over it. Like, I don't care. And I think that kind of bothers me a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, because, like, sometimes, like, something that happened, but, like, again, the whole I don't really fester and let shit sit for too long, that it's, like, by the time I would actually get to tell you, I'm already over it. You know what I mean? So it's like, then it's just drudging up the past. Like, yeah, around 3 o'clock today, I got really bothered at work, or I got really this and that. But it's like, I'm already over it. So it's like, it's not important to me anymore because I've already gotten over it. You know what I mean? So I guess in that sense, it's like, unless and I'm not trying to be the one that's like, when something happens, I'm just like, let me tell my baby about it. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Like, once it happens and I'm over it, it's like, I'm over it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think early on, you thought a lot that I was like not being open and not telling you stuff, but it was like, once I'm over it, I'm over it. It's like, it doesn't matter to me anymore because I've gotten over it, or something happened. It's like, whatever. So I tried to be more like, I guess, reflective, like, hey, yeah, this happened in this day. You know what I mean? Like, tell you about stuff that happened in my day, but like, I don't even be thinking about things that bother me because I'm already over them. So I'm not thinking about them. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't be, telling you certain things because it's like, I'm not thinking about them because I've already got over it.
Yeah, which is funny because like some of his parents would be like, oh yeah, did Yahshua tell you this? And I'm like, no, I didn't know. They're like, he doesn't be telling you anything. I'm like, he's just very forgetful. Like he's very forgetful. And I think I've like in the early part of a relationship, like that, it still kind of does bother me a little bit, but not as much as when we first started dating. Because I feel like when we first started dating, I feel like he was just like not being open with me, and I'm like, and he wanted me to be open with him and like just tell him everything. I'm like, well, then I want the same thing from you. Like, you aren't telling me stuff, and he was like, well, I just don't want stuff to bother me, so then I just forget, and then until something pops up and like, oh yeah, this happened. I'm like, well, yeah, but then you want me to be open with you when something happens to me. You want me to tell you everything. So like,
I think the difference was like I could tell when something's bothering you versus, me not telling you because I'm over it versus I see that something's bothering you right now, so talk to me about it. So I think that was the difference. Like, no, I want you to tell me about when something's bothering you, because I can tell that it's bothering you, versus like, oh, something happened earlier in the day or something like that, but I've gotten over it, so I'm not even thinking about it anymore, because it's like it's for me it's like it's over. Like I thought about that and I'm past it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't be sitting on things, so it's like I processed and I'm just like whatever. Like I'm not thinking about it no more. Like it's whatever.
Let's do one more.
All right. Take it from more this end this time. Do you think I'm capable of cheating on you? Why or why not?
Is that really the question?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Like capable is funny because it's like anybody's capable of anything. So
yeah,
it's
I was like, it's capable.
I don't know, capable. Like I'm capable of doing a lot of things. So I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I would say yes. The only reason why I say yes is just I feel like he's a lot more like sociable than I am. Like he gets along with everybody. Like he just has that like charm about him. So I can see why people would find him attractive, because he's just very like talkative and he jokes around. He knows a lot of stuff, and so that part of him I feel like could make him capable of cheating. Because I'm very like, I stick to myself. Even when I first met his family, like I was very quiet and like didn't really speak as much. And I think his family members like, does she talk? I'm like, yeah, I talk. I kind of, when you first meet me, I'm very observant. Like I'll just stay quiet and like in a corner somewhere, and I'm very observant. I just watch how people interact with stuff or how they interact with people and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're capable. No, I'm joking. No, I don't know. I don't. Like I said, I think anybody's capable of anything. But, do I think you would? No.
Like I said, I think he's capable, but I don't think he would.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. No, I'll say no.
You say no?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, little do you know, I did. I'm just kidding.
Oh, gotta kill you.
Oh, dang. Don't reach over there. Look, they got this on camera. All right, y'all. Oh, yeah. Just because now that we're recording these, if you want to go to our So Mixed Up.
Nope. Etsy.
No, but I know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now, if you go to our Instagram, So Mixed Up, you can get to our Etsy account faster. Just click on the thing because it's on our bio. But, babe, if you go to our
Etsy.com/shop/Yams Empire.
We
also have a Yams Empire Instagram as well, if you want to check that out.
That's too. I forgot we had a Yams. But
we'll link it. We'll link it also at the bottom of this YouTube video, at the bottom of this podcast.
You can get fun tumblers like these.
Hey, these aren't on the site, but they're going up this week.
Yeah. We got
first week of October.
Boom, 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 boom. Got baby's
Grab it this one because this is my favorite one. That I made. This one right here is fire.
It's monsters and like zombie looking and.
I see that. That's
vibrant.
Crazy. I like this one. It's her favorite one.
It's right here because it has like. This is all his It's like Happy Halloween that has the pumpkins in it.
Oh yeah, this is like a sun and the moon.
Y'all,
it's pretty dope.
Y'all get this is exclusive to
exclusives.
The YouTube channel because we ain't even post them up on our site yet. So Boom, boom,
So yeah,
boom.
definitely check out the video version of this if you want to see these tumblers. It's fall, y'all. Actually, it actually says it's the most wonderful time of the year, so I was just wrong there.
This one does say Happy Halloween, so.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't reach that last one, so.
It's Day of the Dead
It's
theme.
a Day of the Dead candy skull.
Yep.
Skull candy skull.
Yep.
Yeah.
So go to our
Etsy store
Etsy
and shop around. Cause we got other stuff on there as well. We got t-shirts. Tumblers that we already have up there, like this one. You know, says Teacher Life. You know, for teachers out there.
We have some nurse life and
Nurse Life. You know, for the nurses out there.
we got one over here. Maybe I don't think he'll be able to post that one up there, but we do have one.
This one right here, which I actually really like. Little baby elephant with some sunflower. Cute.
Say stay humble, you know, just stuff like that. So go to our Etsy. These are these are 20 ounces.
Yep.
They're stainless steel. You can keep your drinks hot and cold. I tested them out already, so it does stay hot and cold.
Comes with a lid. Comes with a straw.
Yes.
So hop on it, y'all. Hop on it.
And you know, not everything is perfect, but we try to make everything perfect.
Yeah, I'm a perfectionist. Sometimes she'd be like, "No, it looks great, babe," and I'm like, "No, we have to."
Yeah,
make
he'd be like, "No, babe,
one.
you see this corner right here?" Says, "I'm like,
The top of this isn't perfect."
I'm like,
but you know, in our description, you know, we put that, hey, these are handmade, so they're not gonna always be perfect. Not everyone is gonna be exactly alike. You know what I mean? But I try to get them as perfect as possible. We try to get them as perfect as possible. So yeah, just hop on there, check some stuff out. Do we have any music today?
Yeah. Let me see. I got one.
She got some. Hold on, let me find something real quick, and yeah. And then while she looks for hers, I can find me something. Find me something real quick. Yeah.
Just because I've been in my rock mode recently.
What?
So I'm going to send this one off to the baby and finish the rest of my bang.
Hey. Bang, bang, bangity bang. All right, guys. Here's her song coming at you right now. YouTube. See, everyone gets perks. You know, you watch the video, you get to watch those tumblers and stuff like that. You listen to the audio, you get the music. So YouTube, this section is going to be cut out, and you get this for the goodbye. But for right now, music time. It was nice coming back and talk to you. We probably gave you guys a damn near hour and a half, so you know what we can salvage with this anyway. Because it cut off and shit.
Yeah.
So whatever you have is what you have. But we made up for it because just even in the second rendition of this, we gave you 47 minutes. It could just be a pod in and of itself. You know what I mean? So it's all good.
Give you the first half and then be like, oh, part tutor.
Yeah.
And go over there and get a.
You definitely said part tutor.
I did. I meant it. I meant that. A part tutor.
All right, guys. This has been real. And we'll talk to you guys again next Monday. Hope you guys have a safe week, a good week.
Wash your hands, wash your ass, wash your face.
Hopefully you guys get all your goals done. Remember to set yourself some goals. Maybe every Sunday, sit down, set some goals for yourself for the week.
Even if you don't get them done completely, as long as you tried is what
Try your
matters.
best. Try it. Don't just go through the week without trying anything.
I don't know. I'll give y'all gang signs in there.
She said, But yeah, just, make sure you guys try some things and, try to get done what you can get done and just end your week and be happy.
Also, it's okay if you want to go small. Start small, build up.
Anything is good. As long as you set a goal and try to accomplish it, it's all good. Whether that's, I'm going to try to wake up before 10 o'clock every day or whatever it is, set a goal and try to accomplish it and feel good about yourself.
And then leave us down in the comments with some of your goals if they're not
what
too
are some
personal.
of your goals? What are some of your goals, guys? Let us know. We'll reconvene. Reconvene? Is that the word? Reconvene. We'll come back together again next Monday and talk to you guys about what we accomplished over this week. So yeah, peace out, guys. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Deuces.